In 2023, the content creation game is popping like never before. And we have better creators now than when I started in 2015. Editors are better, genres are more defined, and what is different now than when I first started is this whole idea of podcast. Now, podcasting was around in 2015, but it was audio version only. But when video podcasting became very popular, that's when it all started. And if you want to mix it up with a little bit of live streaming, you could have something like Fresh and Fit. But be it as it may, video podcasting got very popular, especially in men's spaces. Now let's stop the show. Rewind, Nemo! 2015, when I was making like trash videos here on YouTube, this whole idea of talking to women that were considered 304s was totally against the rule. And then we got 2020, where we saw Fresh and Fit. And when Fresh and Fit combined the red pill with entitled 304s and OnlyFans models, we started seeing situations like this.
You know what it is?
No, I came on.
Oh.
Let me talk.
Yo,
let me talk. Yo, let me talk. This is respectfully. I came on for Kay.
Clean this. Clean that. Clean that.
No, we will respectfully. We will respectfully. That's not fair, Myron.
You get off the show.
No, Kay.
All right, get out of the show.
Kay.
You can leave. Oh, she's crazy now.
Get back on. Kay.
All right, she got it. Look at this.
Kay, get back
This is
on,
excellent
bitch.
content right now.
It is. Kay, get back on.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yo. Okay.
Kay, get back on. Get back on.
No,
bitch.
she's leaving. She's out.
I don't care.
She's
Dude,
out.
I live in the
She's
same
out.
apartment. You're
All right,
not
cool.
lit.
Okay.
You rent this place. You don't
Yes,
own
I do.
any property. They're
Yep.
not real
Actually, I own a lot of
estate
properties, but okay.
But if you look at their subscriber base and all the money they used to make before they got demonetized, can I get a ooh sound effect? Other guys caught on quickly. They changed the game. I must give them credit. Just get delusional ladies on the podcast with red pill guys, and you have a multi-million-dollar business. And many people have done that like no tomorrow. There's so many of them, in fact, that I can't even name all of the podcasts that have sprung up in the last 2 years. But there's a new one called the Danza Project, and they wanted to make a name for themselves. So who do they get? Charleston White and Brittany Renner. Now, here's the situation. Charleston White typically says all the crazy things on the podcast. The only issue is the person they selected is even crazier than him. And that person, of course, is Brittany Renner. For those of you who haven't seen the clip, let's check it out.
PJ just got an amazing contract. How does that make you feel as a woman knowing that's your baby father? What is your first view on that?
Honestly, I want my child's father to win.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. And regardless of what people say, I believe he deserves whatever he feels he's worthy of. So, whatever that contract looks like, that's what it looks like. And I didn't have a child. You know, I had a second-degree tear. You know what that looks like?
I'm going to say
Hello?
no. I'm going to say no for all this.
Hello?
Hey, listen, now listen.
Listen to what I'm saying. Shut the up when a real bitch is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Get the room. Take the room.
Shut up. Shut the up.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care.
Now, again, remember that whole talking point about the red pill guys talking to ladies on the podcast? And one of the reasons why Fresh and Fit had to always kick those chicks out? We're going to find out why that is. And of course, it's, also entertainment value, but there's a real reason. And Corey Holcomb is about to explain why.
But a woman, hey man, I saw this podcast, man. This bitch act a goddamn fool in this podcast with everybody. And ain't nobody checked the hoe. They actually kept letting her behavior go. What's the name of the hoe?
Is it somebody's girl?
Brittany Renner.
The chick that
You
was talking
got
about.
to see this shit. It's a room full of men. Actually, two of the motherfuckers look like they on the Backdoria side of the game. Because them the podcasts
I don't know what you're talking about. I have
that
to
get
look it up.
sponsored all the time. All them big sponsored podcasts, it's a reason for that.
Oh.
This bitch started yelling, this bitch, that's the hoe. Hey, Cut them people off there, man. The Danza Project. Who is that?
Yeah, we don't want to get them.
Anyway, look the shit up. The whole act of food to the point where it got violent. The bitch threw something. Everybody gave the whole a pass. People be like, Corey, when you gonna let me do your podcast? Man, I don't want no trouble up here, man. I don't want no trouble up here. Women, you already know you don't know how to motherfucking conduct yourself when shit don't go your way. You was raised by a bitch. You ain't got no etiquette, mother. Shit gonna go bad. You gonna try to be slick. You gonna smile with me. You gonna talk to me like I'm a idiot. And then when you get your way, I'm gonna see who the you really are. It's been done a million times in society.
Man.
That's why I'm a loner. I be by myself. You gonna pull it. No, man, I ain't like that. They gonna pull it, dog. They can't help it. It's envy along with no discipline. He envy what you doing, and he ain't got no discipline. You bring these around you, whether it's the podcast, the garage where y'all drinking, it don't matter. That gonna cut up at your shit. Now here's where women take advantage of their gender. Nobody could knock the shit out the bitch because they didn't want to get a case. Right. But some will knock the shit out of the bitch. You throw a bottle at me, goddammit.
Hey, you can't do that.
That bitch threw a bottle twice and was kicking the table. Like the bitch dared somebody to do something.
What? Let a man act like that. That's crazy, boy.
She punched everybody in that room.
That's wild. I never even heard of that.
I mean, for likes, maybe. Maybe the likes are good enough for you to be disrespected. Who's gonna like that?
I mean, the action, sure, people are interested in seeing it, but who wants that? I wouldn't want that for myself. I can't believe she's. Yeah. How old is she?
Old enough to get body slammed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darlene gonna be mad at me, but I seen Darlene do it. She just didn't do it to that extent. I'm saying, like, when women.
I did it. I've acted like that.
Trust me, when women get upset, they lose control.
You just said women like it's all women.
Darlene, I'm telling you, I got love for you, but when you get upset, I've seen you do the same thing that girl did, just not as extreme.
Whoa. I would like an example, seriously, because I'll tell you right now.
I really believe you don't know. I really do.
I don't. I move in when some shit is about to go down, and I know I move in silence. I'll do it.
You what? You'll do it?
No. I'm not saying I didn't say that behavior. I'm saying I will protect myself, and I'll do some things, but you won't even know.
I honestly believe that women don't even know they insane. You could give a woman hardcore evidence to be like, this is you, look at that. And she will still say, that ain't what I did. I've done it before. Because I'm an OG. I've tried to have logical conversations with women. And what I'm telling you is, it's very rare that you can have a logical conversation with a woman. It's just a matter of time for cuckoo come out of it.
Anything.
They blow their lid.
When they disagree.
You see, guys, the upsides of bringing very beautiful chicks to the podcast is that, hey, they do look good, they're eye candy, and many guys would love to simp for them on the OnlyFans. I mean, their story of Fresh and Fit's audience making the OnlyFans model like around $70,000 or $80,000 within the first night.
The guys who watched the Wednesday show of Fresh and Fit, you guys remember Stephanie Palomares was getting dunked on by the chat the entire show. Yep. And I asked Stephanie Palomares, I said, Stephanie, before the show, I need you to screenshot how many OnlyFans subscribers you have. And then afterwards, I need you to tell me how many you have 24 hours later.
Should we all do that right now?
Yes, I think.
Yes. I already did it.
I think all of you should do that. Now, here's what happened. I've never seen a girl get dunked on more than this girl on Fresh and Fit ever. Like the whole chat was just on her the entire time. She got 1,200 paying subs in 24 hours. Guys, hold on. For those of you who can't do math because you went to public school, that's $12,000 a month. That's $144,000 a year for sitting there for 2.5 hours getting dunked on by the chat. And she wrote me later and she was like, "Yeah, it's totally worth it. I would do it again."
But the reality is that Corey Holcomb has expressed something that's very important. And it's something that I'm learning as I get older and older, and it doesn't change. The reality is that when you bring these ladies on your podcast, they can pretty much do whatever they want in your own camera. So you can't even really do anything about it. Now, one of those people I believe that was there, according to the title, was Shannon Briggs. And I believe that Shannon Briggs is a former heavyweight champion boxer. Let's go, champ. I believe she even tried to do something to him. But the reality is like once these ladies are going crazy, you can't do anything with them and you can't put them in check. And the reason why is you're afraid to put them in check because you don't want to be looked at as a hostile man or a toxic man or anything, because that's how society's going to treat you, especially women. So if you're like telling like, hey, get the hell out of my place or whatever, the reality is she can do whatever she wants to do because she's a woman. Now, on the flip side, a man, we know better than to act a fool like that because we know other men will discipline us. It's not going to be too much disrespect that men are going to take before they start putting in some work on us. And we understand that. But the fact that Corey Holcomb is expressing this in the same way that many of us actually feel is the reason why on my other podcasts, I really don't host women to discuss things like relationships. At the end of the day, for the most part, you're not going to agree. You're wasting time. What you should do for ladies who are delusional like Brittany Renner, instead of hosting them, looking for some clicks and views, because all it's going to do is you're going to get some clicks and views from Brittany Renner. Then the next episode that you have, nobody's going to check for you because they don't like you anyway. So they'll go back to getting their 300 or 400 views like they've always done. But the reality is this, to be honest, women like Brittany Renner and those ladies who are delusional, they just don't need to get a platform from men. That's the only way to deal with it. See, the thing is, I'm pretty sure that they paid her to come there, and that's the respect she gave them. And that's the reality. When you pay chicks and reward them for their bad behavior, you're going to keep getting that bad behavior. And then you're going to be like, well, these ladies are delusional, these ladies are insane, which they are, but you're also hosting them, hoping that they act in a buffoonish way, which is what they wanted so they can go viral. But that virality is going to be short-lived. And the reality is that men in general, black men in particular, need to understand that pretty much talking logical to most people, women in particular, you might find it being very frustrating. The only way that you cannot find it frustrating is to pretty much have your own stuff, have what you need to do, and you're still going to find it frustrating, no doubt about that. But the more power that you have in a situation to be able to at least say, look, if you don't do this, I care about you, but I need to go. That's your real leverage into making somebody act right. Brittany Renner has never probably ever felt the need that somebody will be like, listen, you need to change your behavior or I'm going. That's years of guys letting her get away with murder. All right. She'll be able to do it for a few more years while she looks good. But after a while, she will be just another statistic. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.